Welcome everyone, thank you guys for joining the first round of SSR. The second series of SSR racing round 1. And it's Hockenheim and Indianapolis up for racing tonight. We've got apparently some wet weather in the Hockenheim race, and then the Indianapolis race will be clear weather. We are just waiting for everyone to ready up. This is first we will do qualifying, and then we'll jump on board the first race. As you guys can see, qualifying is 4 laps. Gonna be interesting. We've got some good names here. Okay, qualifying is about to start. Let's see who's going to be on pole position. The car choice is very interesting. The 007 Aston Martin GT3 car. Okay, and racing gets underway. Well, qualifying gets underway. And we've got Divet from straight off at the front, and Batagero going wide in the first corner. For the guys watching, I'm testing out a new mic today. Let me know what you guys' feedback is. Is it too loud? Is it too soft? Is the game volume too loud? I just need feedback like that. Thanks guys. Now already we can see Divet going backwards in the qualifying as CBR Jester goes past him, as well as Carl Williams. Okay, difficult to see. So I'm going to start off quickly. We've got Skunkworks in racing tonight. Good to see him back on track. We're on board with him as he comes through the final sector of this track. It's still a dry track for now, but I know the race is going to be a bit of a wet one. We've got Sully in here as well. Oh, and we've got Divet going out very wide. We've also got MD4 in his yellow Aston Martin. Ezekiel. Okay, what I'll do is because my mic volume is actually quite loud, I'll drop the game volume a bit. Does that sound a bit better now? Okay, so Carl Williams currently looks like it as in the lead with the fastest opening lap so far. It looks like him and Skommeltolly is battling it out, and then we've got Skunkworks not too far behind them. Oh, Skunkworks actually second now with Goofster in third place, having a black livery for this series. And then we've got Jester currently running around in 4th after the first lap of qualifying. Okay, sweet, thanks man, appreciate the feedback. Okay, and Sully finding himself down in 5th place. Sully, I know, loves this car. We actually did a series we actually drove in the Aston Martin, and he actually did very well. And he actually did a fantastic job on the livery with the black, white and red theme. Make my day. He's currently racing in the semi-pro series for ORLSA. In this racing there's no classes, everyone is equal cars, no tuning allowed. So it's quite interesting to see how these guys actually compare to one another when there is no tuning involved with the cars. I see Goofster just went into first place with Skommeltolly in second. We also got Remington racing here. Remington also in the black Aston Martin. Severin going very wide off track. He is also sporting a black and white livery for this race. And we've got Battered Zero as well. Battered Zero in the bright yellow and black. Well, the bonnet is bright yellow and black. Let's see how the rest of the car looks like. Oh, it's actually also black and white and red as well. And we've got Super Van Roy. Red and green livery for today. And then we've got at the back Divet in 13th place currently. He actually moved up. He is now in 11th place. I'm quickly going to run down the order with the map on so we can see who's actually got the fastest lap here. So Goofster with the fastest lap. I'll check the lap time now. But Skommeltolly with a 1 minute 25.3. Goofster actually with a 1 minute 25.2. And then Carl Williams with a 25.6. So the top three is actually very close to each other, and you can actually see Skunkworks also coming in there with a 1 minute 25.7 in 4th place. So any one of those top four can easily grab 1st place still. And then we've got MD4 with a 1 minute 26.7. And then Jester with a MD4 with a 26.7. Jester as well with a 26.7. So those two can still swap positions. And then we've got Make My Day with a 26.8. So those guys are also very close to each other. Oh, and now the times has changed. Okay, so the the qualifying is actually done. So we'll be able to see after this. Ezekiel, as far as I know, yes, it will be on for the main race. This is still qualifying. So according to the information I was given, they will be racing with FRR on. Forza race regulations will be on. But I think he has switched off disqualifications. So in the normal series, if you get more than 15-second penalties, then you get disqualified. But as far as I am aware, he has removed it for this. Okay, let's see. Everyone is readying up for the races. So, well, let's just quickly check at the qualifying here. So Gusto was the fastest lap of 1 minute 25.2. Skommeltolly 25.3 and Carl Williams 25.6. The gap between Carl Williams and Skunkworks is 0.02 of a second. That's very close for that time. Then you've got Jester and Sully, also very close between those two, with the 1 minute 26.4, and Severin with a 27.5. Okay, I see it doesn't give the order according to what the fastest lap was, because we've got MD4 now as well with the 1 minute 26.7. So he just moves up basically to 7th and he's not 8th. Make My Day actually moves up to 5th place with that 26.3. Remington with a 26.8. Divet with a 29.1, Battered Zero also with a 29.5, Super Van Roy actually with a 28.0, and Swartwolf unfortunately didn't complete a lap. He would be disappointed with that. Oh, is Jester racing on the wheel? Oh, that's interesting. I know he did get a wheel, but I didn't know he was gonna use it on Forza actually. Okay, we're just waiting for everyone to ready up again so the main racing can start. going to be the first race of this series with these cars, so these guys are going to be exciting to watch. Okay, so the race is loading correct lap times and amount of pits. Okay, well that's good to know. Well, we've seen from one of our AM racers, well it's actually not an AM racer, but he joined in very late, Renta, he's actually on the wheel as well, and watching him, you can definitely put up some very fast laps in on the wheel. So yeah, it's good to see the game getting to grips with the wheel. You're gonna see more and more guys racing with the wheel. It's good to see. Just wait. Oh, they're probably just waiting for me to spectate. Yeah, everyone else is readied up, so they're probably just waiting for me to spectate. I have to say, some of these guys really put in some good effort with designing their cars. Some good liveries out there. Oh, so you're gonna Skunkworks, how you doing, man? I'm glad to see you racing tonight, Skunkworks. Ezekiel, so you're gonna buy yourself a wheel after the lockdown? That's good, man. That's good. A wheel is the future. Yeah, and also Skunkworks, not only zero practice, I can also see zero skills in designing a livery on your car. I'll forgive you this once. But don't worry, you'll stand out. It's gonna be you, Carl Williams. I'll get confused between a lot of you. So it's you, Carl Williams, and I saw a third car as well, actually, except for mine. I'm gonna get confused between you and Carl Williams for sure. So if I say Carl Williams taking the lead, and meantime it's Skunkworks, don't blame it on me. Blame it on yourself for not doing a livery. Okay, racing is about to start. Just here for giggles. Well, I'm gonna jump on board with Make My Day, as he is almost mid-pack. Yes, he does. He really put in a lot of effort on his livery that Van Roy did. Okay, racing is about to start. Let's see, first corner, we've got Skunkworks and Make My Day side by side. And Make My Day gives way to Skunkworks, and it looks like he's dropping even further down. He's on the grass as he drops down. We've got MD4 in the inside of him, and Sully also getting past him as Severin goes backwards. And we've got Skommeltolly still in second place, right behind Goofster, with Carl Williams hunting them down in third place. Skommeltolly getting very close on the braking. Now what can Skommeltolly do? Oh, bumper to bumper action for the front two here. Oh, this is too close for comfort. They're already seeing a gap between Skunkworks and Skunkworks going backwards actually. I don't think this lobby was set up correctly though, because it shows Skunkworks in 4th, but he is down the order here. I'm not sure. Oh, that's probably with the penalties as well. Let's quickly have a look and see if penalties is included. Yes, they definitely have got the penalties included. And actually Skunkworks finding himself in 6th place. So now the leaderboard has actually reset. Oh, Goofster is pulling over. So there was something wrong with the... I believe there was something wrong. Yes. I believe there was something wrong with the lobby. Everyone is quitting out now, so yeah, definitely something wrong with the setup of the lobby. That was funny stuff. Always doomed to get some errors. I just want to see, I think, yeah. Okay, who's this? Why is my game not returning to the lobby? There we go now. We still got Jester Racing. Okay, there he's out now. Goofster and Swartwolf still on track. And both of them is out now. Okay. That was an interesting start. Okay, so let's try this again. These things are bound to happen from time to time. Ginger or Goofster is probably still hungover from his birthday party yesterday. Apparently it was a wild one. Him and his parents locked up in a house partying for his birthday. Apparently he was up till about 6 this morning. Skunkworks, I thought that was Hockenheim. Alonso, boy, how you doing, man? Okay, I'm gonna jump on board with Make My Day again. Let's hope the lobby is set up correctly this time around. Okay, racing starts. Already Make My Day trying to have a better start. Not going off track this time. Oh, Sully getting it sideways off the curb. That's a close one. He almost got T-boned there. Make My Day still finding himself in 5th. Oh, Jester going for the inside dive. Connects with Make My Day. Make My Day going backwards, drifting through the corners. Now finding himself in 8th place. At the front, we still got Goofster. And followed by Skommeltolly. Again, these two are very close to each other. Oh, Skommeltolly almost losing it on the exit. And we've got Carl Williams and Skunkworks side by side as Carl Williams loses it on the exit of the corner. Skunkworks now up to 3rd, also drifting a bit. Oh, sorry, that was Carl Williams. Okay, let's see. These two are close to each other. Goofster trying to get it. Oh, MD4 trying to go for the dive there and goes all wrong. Gets back onto track in In 10th place, right behind Sully. Oh, he's off track again. Oh, that is unfortunate for him. He's dropped down all the way to 12th position now as he tried to do a couple of overtakes. Didn't work out for him. We've got currently, after one lap of racing, we've got Super Van Roy finding himself in 14th place. Same as his car number. Then in front of him we've got Battered Zero in 13th place. MD4 down into 12th place after he tried those magnificent moves. And as we say that, we've got Super Van Roy trying up the inside, soon to become the outside of Battered Zero. And oh, someone just overshot the corner there, and that was Super Van Roy. How much damage does he have? It doesn't look like there's any damage on the car, but that is unfortunate. And yes, it does sound like he's got some damage. We'll have a look and see if he goes into the pits now. Remington finding himself in 11th place. Oh, with MD4 going for the inside. Just manages to make the move stick. The last time around didn't work out for him, and he lost a lot of places. Can Remington get back at him? Oh, Remington going for the inside. No, it's not close enough. And we've got Sully now down in 9th position. He's got a bit of a gap behind him and also a gap in front of him. And Swartwolf very close. Yeah, Ezekiel, he is driving backwards for now. Let's hope he can clear his mind and start putting in some good lap times again so he can get up to the front again. Swartwolf sticking to the back of Make My Day now. And as you guys can see, these guys are actually very close to each other. One mistake and they can drop down easily. And Severin Jester is also just within reach as well, so it's very close between these guys. But the top four has started running away with this race, with Carl Williams still finding himself in 4th place after that strange opening lap he had, going off track or starting drifting. He's now on the back of Skunkworks, trying to give him hassles here. And while this is happening, Goofster is running away with the race at the front. He's already got a very good lead over Squammeltolly in 2nd place. Let's have a look and see what the actual gap is between 1st and 2nd. It's 2.7 seconds. And as I say that, Carl Williams has just gone past Skunkworks. Can Skunkworks get back at him? Skunkworks on the outside. Ooh, this is very close between these two. Oh, Carl Williams again sideways. This is going to open the gap for Skunkworks on the inside. Skunkworks now going to go to the outside of the next corner. No, he's cutting back inside. Oh, Skunkworks already in front again. Woo, these two are swapping places quickly. Can Carl Williams get back at Skunkworks? Oh, a bit of a love tap there from Carl Williams on Skunkworks. Just letting him know, hey buddy, I'm still here. You're not getting rid of me that easily. Carl Williams trying to get as close as possible again so he can go for the overtake again. And we've got Severin trying to go make a move on Jester. Apparently Jester is racing on the wheel tonight, and Severin is on the inside, and he makes the the pass look easy. Jester not letting it go. Jester coming back at him on the outside, then the inside, and on the back straight. Can Severin get the slipstream? This is very close. Everyone trying to look up the inside. Not close enough. Who's going to make the first mistake here? Just drifting out of the corner. Oh, Make My Day also trying to get some of the action here. Make My Day on the outside. I'm going to jump on board with Ezekiel, and it works in certain ways. It doesn't always work. It depends on what speed. I've seen it work on some tracks, and on some tracks it doesn't work. We've got Make My Day trying to get past Severin now. He's making Severin feel uncomfortable. Make My Day is going to try and look for the inside of the turn one. Not going to be close enough though. Sit behind him for another corner. Jester is now moving away from them. Make My Day now up the inside as they go to turn two. Who's going to be brave on the brakes? Oh, and it's Make My Day sideways out of the corner. Oh, contact between Severin and Make My Day. Severin doing the good thing and waiting for Make My Day to get back to track, and I think we have lost someone now. The black screen. We have lost Severin. No, we haven't. Just want to see, who did we lose? We have lost Make My Day currently. That is unfortunate. And jump on board with the battle between Skunkworks and Carl Williams, as these two are still battling it out. And Skobbeltolly is enjoying this battle because that means he can take second place easily. With Goofster at the front just running away from them. Oh my word, this is very close between these two. I just want to see if penalties, if any of them has got any penalties. We've got Devet with a 2-second penalty. Skobbeltolly with a 0.75 penalty. Carl Williams with a 0.25 penalty. So Skunkworks, if he can stay right behind him, he can still grab that third place. But Skunkworks, we all know him, he would want to do that on track and not wait for penalties to work out. Gap between Goofster and Carl Williams and Skobbeltolly is 5 seconds now. Skobbeltolly and is falling into the clutches of Carl Williams and Skunkworks, so both of them can grab a second place here easily. Let's see who's got it in them. Legit saying his hands need some rest after last night's racing. Carl Williams would want to pounce on Skobbeltolly now. So Skobbeltolly has made a couple of mistakes the previous lap. So Carl Williams can give him more pressure. Oh, Carl Williams and Skunkworks both heading into the pits. It looks like Skunkworks might get the jump on him this time around. Let's have a look and see. Oh, Skobbeltolly still staying out on track. Still a 5-second gap between Goofster and Skobbeltolly. It comes down to 4.9 seconds. Jester finding himself now in third place on his own. Everyone else around him has pitted. So he can focus on racing his lines. MD4 now in fourth place with Remington right behind him. Can Remington make a move on MD4? He is getting closer. as they come through the final sector of this race, of this lap. MD4 going very wide. That means Remington is getting closer and closer. Who's going to have the better drive out of the final corner? And Remington heading... Oh! Both of them heading into the pits. And Carl Williams currently in 6th place, and he's got... Oh, he's got Battered Zero between himself and Skunkworks. Skunkworks bullying himself past the Battered Zero into 7th place now as Battered Zero goes into the pit. But Skunkworks will definitely not be happy with that. Tolly exits the pit in front of Carl Williams, so that back marker definitely worked in the favor of Tolly, because this could have easily have been Carl Williams now up to 2nd place. Skunkworks got now a full second that he needs to catch up to the back of Carl Williams now. Can he do it? Just after his pit, still finding himself alone in 5th place, with Swartwolf now right behind him in stick. Well, not right behind him, but within reaching distance. Sully has worked his way up to 7th place. Looks like a good battle forming between Sully, Severin and MD4. Let's see who's going to have the teeth to grind it out here. Severin getting close to Sully. Severin does look like he's got the drive out of the final corner. Not close enough to look for the inside line into turn 1. Just clipping the curb on the outside. Definitely if you clip the curb on the outside with these cars, it does unsettle the car somewhat. Oh, contact between Severin and Sully. Severin drifting out of the corner. This is going to open the door for MD4 to go up the inside. Side by side as they come through. Ooh, are we losing someone? Oh, let's have a look. And we've got Severin now up down to 9th place. That is unfortunate. Oh, we've lost Remington out of the race. He was running strongly in 5th or 6th place at some stage. Devet now finding himself down in 10th place with Battered Zero in 11th. And rounding up the back is Super Van Roy in 12th place. I want to see if Skunkworks can catch up to the back of Carl Williams again. Carl Williams trying to make the move on Tolly at the front. Goofster still finding himself way out front. No issues, but we have seen him throw away a lead by crashing out. Doesn't look like Skunkworks can get close to Carl Williams. Tolly with a 0.7 penalty. Unfortunately, I can't see Oh, Skunkworks with a 2-second penalty. That is unfortunate. Gonna ride on board with Goofster for a lap. He's out front, no issues at this stage. Focusing on his lines. Doesn't have anyone behind him pushing him. Fastest lap of 1 minute 24.9. Gap now to second place is 5 seconds. So definitely the battle for second place is heating up now. Because it's basically a half a second gap between them. And Skommeltoli has got a 1.7 second penalty now. So at this stage it looks like Carl Williams is going to take second place from Skommeltoli. Doesn't matter where he finishes, or well, it all depends on how far behind Carl Williams finishes from Skommeltoli. Ezekiel, he was actually driving very well in the race, in the ORLSA main race. I think it's just he probably didn't practice so much in this for this race as what he would have liked to. Oh, as I jump on board with Skommeltoli, Carl Williams goes up the inside. Overtakes Skommeltoli on the road. He doesn't want to wait for the race to finish to get awarded second place. He wants to grab it right now. Oh, Skommeltoli losing it. This is playing in the hands of Skunkworks now. If Skunkworks can get past him with 2 laps to go, well, 1 lap to go, can he get a big enough gap on him? Let's see. Skunkworks will have the drive on him. And the confidence. Oh, this is an epic last lap battle to watch. Both of them braking very deep. Skunkworks looking on the outside, then looking on the inside. Ooh, this is very close. Skommeltoli running a bit wide. This is going to open the gap for Skunkworks. Skunkworks unable to get past. Okay, so jump on board with the leader as he comes to the final corner. Goes on to the main straight and crosses the finish line in first position. Well done, Goofster. Carl Williams taking second place. Oh, and Skunkworks manages to get ahead of Skommeltoli on the final corner. But now who's going to get that third place with the penalties? Going to be interesting to see. Skommeltoli in 4th and Jester in 5th place. Well driven from Jester. Skunkworks, unfortunately I didn't see the penalty. I saw you got a 2-second penalty, but I'm not sure where you got it from. We've got Severin in 7th place, MD4 in 8th, he had a very tough start to this race. Sully in 9th. Then we've got Devet in 10th place. Batted 0 in 11th. I'm going to cross the line right now with Super Van Roy in 12th position. Oh, was it while you passed Batted 0? Oh, and I thought he got in the way some sort. Well, he had the right to be there. He wasn't being lapped. He was racing for position. Either he still had to pit though, but he was racing for position. So yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. I think maybe you pitted a lap too early, but that's my opinion. But still, what a race, man! Let's quickly have a look at the results here. Skommeltolly eventually getting their 3rd place back with Skunkworks 2-second penalty. Goofster with 0 penalties as well. Sully no penalties at all. Oh, there's another one. Swartwolf and Batted 0 also 0 penalties. Oh, Super Van Roy as well. So well done to those guys with no penalties. Well driven. We had some good battles that we saw now. Especially between Carl Williams, Skunkworks and Skommeltolly. Hopefully they can keep Goofster behind them for the second race. Second race is around Indianapolis. Going to be exciting race as well. A bit more passing opportunities on Indianapolis than on Hockenheim. Still very good race though. Guys, while the lobby is being set up, we're going to quickly take a break. We'll be right back with you guys shortly. Okay, seems everyone is getting back to their controllers. Let's have a look and see. I just want to get a previous race results on the stream as well. Well done to Goofster, Carl Williams and then Scoble Tolly for the podium positions. And then unfortunately losing Remington and Make My Day early in the race. Waiting for everyone to get back so they can start with the second race. Just skunkworks everyone is waiting for still. Skunkworks is now back and readied up. 16 laps of this race is about to get underway. Okay. Okay, I'm going to be on board with Sully as the race starts. Let's see who can win this one. Can Skunkworks and Carl Williams keep Gooster behind them? What can Skommeltolly do this time around? Okay, race gets underway. Sully, a lot of smoke actually from these guys. And clean start so far, getting up to the first corner. There is a bit of contact, it looks like it. Still keeping it clean. And we've got Sully going up the inside, trying to get the 4th place. Manages to grab 3rd place now. Is that now up to second? No, it's still 3rd place. DeViet going up the inside of Sully, and Sully has now got Skunkworks behind him. Jester in front of them as well. Oh, Sully getting the worst of it all. Currently getting bashed around. Gooster now up to 8th place. Let's have a look who's got Carl Williams already up to 4th place. Oh, and we've got someone. Who was that? Battered Zero. We are losing someone. That's probably the person that went out straight at the final corner. Oh, we lost Sully. And someone definitely went straight in that one corner. Didn't even see them break there. And we've got DeVet and Swartwolf battling it out for 9th place. Swartwolf up the inside. Can he get the drive on DeVet? We've got Skommeltolly now down in 8th place. Hopefully Swartwolf can make this move stick. Goes up the inside and contact between Swartwolf and DeVet as DeVet goes very wide off track. Skommeltolly and who else was that? Another driver has left. We've got Skunkworks now up to 3rd place now. with Severin leading the pack in first, with Super Van Roy in second. Skunkworks now finding himself in third, with Carl Williams in fourth place. We've got Jester back into fifth again, and he's got Goofster just overtook Jester. Jester going a bit off track there. Skommeltolly now down in seventh place. A lot of work for Skommeltolly to do. Drifting almost there from Skommeltolly. Skunkworks now up to second place and finding himself right behind Severin. He's showing Severin the outside, and then he cuts back to the inside, and then the outside. Severin up the inside. Who's going to have the better drive? Oh, Severin going for the wide line as Skunkworks takes the lead for the race. Severin going for the inside. Ooh, almost not making the move. Goofster now up to third place. Carl Williams finding himself down in fourth place now. Skunkworks want to get away now. He's got some unfinished business here. No, Goofster already passed Severin as well. Now it's Carl Williams finding himself behind Severin in fourth place. You can see the different lines these guys are taking through each corner. Severin for now is sticking with Goofster, getting a bit loose, and giving Carl Williams the opportunity to get by. Side by side on the main straight as they go over the line. Severin still with that third place for now, and up the inside goes Carl Williams and takes third from Severin. We've got Skommeltolly now on the back of Jester. Can he get past Jester? Again, you can see two different lines from two different drivers from the exit. Swartwolf just waiting for these two to make a mistake. So you can gain a couple of spots. Skommeltolly almost drifting out of the corner. Jester doing a very good job of keeping Skommeltolly behind him. Super Van Roy now down in 8th place. Oh, and we've got someone on the main straight. Who is that? We have lost someone on the main straight. I believe that was Jester. We have lost Jester from the race. We were just saying what good a job he did. That's unfortunate that we lost Jester. Oh, and we've got Super Van Roy giving us a drifting show here. Down to 9 races now with Battered Zero in 9th place. David finding himself in 8th. Swart Wolf still in 6th place. On board now with Skommeltolly as he's trying to hunt down Severin here for 4th place. Carl Williams still trying to hunt down Goofster in 2nd place, while Goofster is trying to hunt down Skunkworks in 1st. Six laps down, 10 more to go. Gap between Skunkworks and Goofster is I think it was 1.7 seconds, that gap. Skunkworks with a very good lead for now. Actually want to see what the penalties is like. Skunkworks with a 2.75 penalty and Goofster with a 1.75 penalty. So it's also very close between those two on penalties. Carl Williams still to get a penalty, so if he can get close to Goofster, he can still grab that 2nd place from him just by default on penalties. Will he start pushing now? Gomoltoli finally managing to get past Severin. He's now into 4th place. Severin is still very close to Skommeltolly. If Skommeltolly makes a mistake, Severin can retake that position. Oh, sorry, I see Severin actually behind Swarthwolf. That's Severin might have made a mistake. Swarthwolf is now very close to Skommeltolly. As you guys can see at the background, Severin getting sideways out of the corners. A Battered Zero in 9th place. And finding himself 24 seconds behind Divet. But Divet has yet to pit whereas Better Zero has made his pit stop after his horrible incident that he had. And Super Van Roy finding himself in 7th place. A very good drive from him. Going into the pits right now. See a couple of guys actually in the pits. Looks like Skomoltoli is also in the pits. Severin decided to, oh, well, he also pitted actually. Still behind Skomoltoli and Swart Wolf. Super Van Roy with a 2.5 second penalty on his name. Let's see who else has pitted. Skunkworks now 26 seconds behind Carl Williams. Super Van Roy still in the pits. Where does Better Zero come out? Super Van Roy is 7 seconds, I believe, in front of Better Zero, so he's definitely catching and gaining after everyone has pitted. Severin finding himself now 3 seconds behind Swart Wolf in 6th place. And then Swart Wolf is still staying on the back of Skomoltoli. Skomoltoli just about to start putting the wheel down. Trying to get better cornering. They can increase the gap between himself and Swart Wolf in 5th place. We've got Goofster still, well, now riding around in 2nd place behind Skunkworks, and right behind them there's nothing between these, only the penalties they have. And Goofster with a fast lap of 1:31.0 on his previous lap. Skunkworks still with that 2.5 second penalty. Oh, it's a 2.7 second penalty now. The Goofster just needs to be within a second of Skunkworks for him to get that position over Skunkworks. Carl Williams now down in 3rd place. How far behind of the top 2 is he? A 5-second gap between Goofster and Carl Williams. Oh, Carl giving us a bit of a drift there. Carl Williams on the main straight, coming across the line, starting his 11th lap. Severin dropping further back now from Swart Wolf. And Skomoltoli is extending his lead over Swart Wolf as well in the process. But none of these guys can catch up to the top 3. Gap between Carl Williams and Skomoltoli is over 7 seconds now. Goofster trying everything to get past Skunkworks. You can actually see Goofster moving backwards, touching the wall on the exit of the final corner. Will that give him damage though? You can definitely see some damage on the bodywork of his Aston Martin. Goofs are trying everything. Oh, Gary, no, Skunkworks with a 5.7 second penalty. Not sure what he did there. And then we've got Goofster as well with a 2.75 penalty. So still 3 seconds in it. So Skunkworks needs to extend his lead to over 3 seconds. Well, it's actually 2 seconds. Oh no, it is 3 seconds. What can Skunkworks do? Goofster now 1.5 seconds behind Skunkworks. Like I said, Skunkworks needs to put his foot down and increase his lead over Goofster. Skunkworks is now getting up to back markers. He needs to get past battered zero again. The gap between Skunkworks and Goofster is now 1.7 seconds. Again, this back marker work in the favor of Skunkworks. Jump on board with Goofster and see if he managed to get past battered zero. Yes, he is past, still chasing behind Skunkworks now. The gap is now almost 2 seconds. With a couple of laps more to go. Skunkworks fastest lap with 31.0. Goofster the 30.0. This is a very fast laps for these guys. It looks like Skunkworks is definitely putting his foot down. It does look like he is increasing the gap. It's now 1.8 seconds. Then 8 seconds back to Carl Williams in third place. Goofster now closing the gap to 1.6 seconds. Skunkworks needs to to focus again so he can get his lap times down. Only 2 more laps left after this final corner. Skunkworks needs to pull out a 1.5 seconds in this final 2 laps at least. Carl Williams still with 0 penalties on his name. Devet now with 12.5-second penalties. Umultoli with a 6.7-second penalty. Swartwolf on 8 seconds. Severin with 0.7-second penalty. This is going to be close at the end. Batagera also with 0 penalties by the looks of it. Dunkirk started his final lap right now. The gap between Skunkworks and Goofster is 2.0 seconds. As it stands now, Goofster will still grab first place due to the amount of penalties Skunkworks has. And Carl Williams still in 3rd place, but no one around him. Umultoli in 4th. Got Swartwolf behind him, but also at a distance of 4 seconds. Then we've got Severin in 6th place. Super Van Roy in 7th. Gonna jump on board with Skunkworks as he comes through the final couple of corners. 2 more corners to go. And gap between himself and Goofs is now 2.3 seconds. Two and a half seconds. Goofster will probably take the lead. Let's see after the race, after all the penalties has been accounted for. And we've got Carl Williams in 3rd place. Skommeltolly in 4th place. Swartwolf crossing the line in 6th place. 5th place is Severin in 6th place. Super Van Roy in the 7th. Super Van Roy coming through to the final couple of corners. Only the chicane left on the main straight. Super Van Roy about to finish in 7th place. Skunkworks, he told you that the clutch on these cars makes these cars slower. Devet in 8th, crossing the line right now. You should listen to when the people gives you tips, man. Doesn't mean that you're old, you don't need any tips anymore. But yeah, well driven, Gary. It was a good race. Couple of battles in the beginning of the race. And got Battered Zero now coming through with only the chicane left to navigate through. On the main straight now. And finishes the race in 9th position. Okay, let's have a look at the final standings with all the penalties. Skunkworks still manages to. Oh, Goofster also with a 5-second penalty at the end. I wonder what happened there with Goofster. Carl Williams was still again with 0 penalties at the end. Umultoli with a 6.7 second penalty. Smart Wolf with 12-second penalties. Super Van Roy in 6th place. Devet 7th. Battered 0 in 8th. I think Severin was actually in between there as well. I think he just left the lobby too early. Because he was definitely... He finished, I think it was 6th place behind Smart Wolf. Yeah, that was a good race. Well done to the top 3. Skunkworks winning. Goofster in 2nd. Carl Williams in 3rd place. Wow, guys, that was interesting racing. First race was a lot of overtakes, a lot of incidents. Was good to watch. Second race started out very good. So yeah, I can't wait for the next one in 2 weeks' time. But until then, we've got Monday night. We've got the AM guys on Spa in the wet, followed by Tuesday. Also the semi-pro guys on Spa, also in the wet. It's going to be fantastic racing. We're looking forward to some good battles and see what the guys can do on those tracks. Yeah, listen. Oh, ooh, yes, thanks, Skunkworks. Almost forgot. And then this Thursday night, we've got track days coming up. I'm not too sure what the details of the track days is, but it's Thursday night at 9 p.m. So you guys should definitely jump in and join that. I know he likes to do his more historic cars. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not fully aware of what the car choices is for Thursday's track days, but it's going to be fun. It is always fun, doesn't matter what cars it is. You guys should definitely join into that. But yeah, thank you guys for joining, and can't wait to catch you guys again and enjoy the rest of the lockdown, of what's left of it. Thank you guys, and goodbye.